This is Karen at day 1, and this is her now. Today, I'm gonna be taking you through step by step what I did to help her lose over 9 pounds, 6 inches off her waist. We're gonna be deep diving into training, nutrition, macros, and everything I did to get her sustainable results. And here's the thing, she is now eating more food, training less, and her body has transformed. So let me share with you a little backstory on Karen. She came to me at age 56. Her biggest challenges were low energy, often feeling fatigued by midday, making it hard to remain active or even exercise. So she felt like she was pushing so hard, but didn't have that strength to even push. She had a busy life, finding it challenging to even carve out time consistently for meal planning and the nutrition aspect. She was struggling with bloating, which impacted her confidence and her comfort. And especially living on a beach, she didn't even want to get in a bikini. And then on top of that, she was so confused by all of the misinformation out there on diets, workout, what's best for muscle gain and fat loss, and more stressed out about what to eat that she just kept yo-yoing from one diet to the next. And every time we yo-yo, you guys know, it makes it harder and harder to lose that weight. Before I dive into exactly what we did with her nutrition, I just want to say, if you're not menopause or perimenopause, you're going to gain so much insight from this video. Let's start off by breaking down her nutrition. So, nutrition, it's not a one-size-fits-all. We dove deep into macro-based nutrition with her, focusing on what Karen's body needed post-menopause, adjusting her carbohydrates, managing her insulin resistance, and ensuring that she was getting adequate nutrition to turn her health around. Here's the deal. When we hit perimenopause or menopause, we have a decrease in our estrogen. This lowers our insulin sensitivity, increases our belly fat, and then on top of that, the shifts in our hormone increase our hunger and cravings. So what used to work, that bodybuilder chicken asparagus diet, it no longer works. So what did we do with her macros? I have a baseline of carbohydrates that I have my clients on. I don't go to crazy 50 carb, 75 keto diets with my clients. Carbohydrates, they're needed to help with muscle recovery. We need them as an immediate source of energy for fueling our brain. And when we cut them all out, what happens is we're left feeling run down. We don't have the strength in the gym to really push it, to have that body transformation and make those muscle gains. If you go too low, sometimes you could have an increase in your cortisol levels, which is that fight or flight response. And I noticed for me too, that when I went on crazy carnivore and keto diets, my anxiety went up, my sleep went down, my recovery went down, and my physique just looked inflamed and not its best. I have a baseline of carbohydrates that I never go under for my clients. And I adjust them based off of our age, recovery, activity level, insulin resistance, and so much more. When it comes to her nutrition and what food sources we were eating, I'm gonna break down first the carbs, the fat, the protein, how I had that set up for her, and then take you through the tools that I utilized with her to help her stay on point with the nutrition, with eating out, with her busy lifestyle being a mom, because we need to make the nutrition part simple, because if the nutrition part is simple for you, that's gonna give you those sustainable results when it comes to your fat loss. For carbohydrates, I focused on complex carbohydrates, such as whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes. These are very important sources of energy and provide essential nutrients and fiber. Fiber-rich carbohydrates really help regulate your blood sugar levels. They promote satiety, which is that feeling of fullness after a meal. And they really support our digestive health, which can be beneficial for managing weight and reducing the risk of chronic diseases such as cardiovascular disease and even type 2 diabetes. Including higher fiber carbohydrates in her diet really helped alleviate constipation, which is a common symptom during menopause due to the hormonal changes and the decrease in physical activity. And when choosing carbohydrates, I focused on low glycemic index to help stabilize her blood sugar levels and minimize fluctuations in energy and mood, since these were two things that she was really struggling with throughout the day. We had chronic low energy, we had irritability, and we had those flux. Now let's talk about protein. Protein intake is really important, especially on fat loss and in menopause, to support muscle health, metabolism, and even hormone production. And a little fun fact is protein has a 20% thermogenic effect on food, meaning you burn 20% the calories to break that down. That does not happen with fats and carbohydrates. Lean sources of protein that we included in her diet were poultry, fish, eggs, even legumes, nuts, and seeds. And I really love to incorporate more omega-3. Protein consumption can really help manage weight by increasing your metabolism, reducing your appetite, and it can help counteract age-related muscle loss and metabolic changes. And in terms of fats, a lot of us have that stigma that fats, they're gonna make us fat. But here's the deal. We need fats for so many functions in the body. We need them for our hormone production, our brain health, and even absorption of our fat-soluble vitamins such as A, D, E, and K. And omega-3 fatty acids in particular, they really have an anti-inflammatory property on the body and are incredible to help alleviate symptoms such as joint pain, which she was struggling with because of all the past marathon running, and mood swings commonly associated with menopause. And then we limited intake of saturated and trans fats often found in processed foods, which is important for heart health, managing cholesterol levels, which can become more challenging as we get older. So I know this sounds overwhelming, but let me simplify it for you. She's a busy mom. She was spending so much time in the kitchen. So basically I sat down with her and I taught her how to create the perfect meal for her metabolism. I shared with her all of my top tips, how to eat out when traveling at restaurants so that she's able to work smarter versus harder in the kitchen. So with her meals, what we focused on was making sure we're getting a good amount of fiber in our diet, omega-3s in our diet. It helped her shed those excess weight. She started having more energy, less joint pain. She was able to train harder in the gym and really start seeing the results. Because the truth is, when I started my journey, I was so overwhelmed with nutrition. I went to the store, I bought all this produce, I tried making all of these recipes, I spent hours in the kitchen meal prepping. Then I was so stressed out because I wasn't craving those foods and I felt like I had to eat them, and then everything went bad in the kitchen. So I always say when it comes to our nutrition, we have to simplify things so that it becomes easy. And if the nutrition is easy, then you're gonna be able to get sustainable results when it comes to your body composition goals. Now let's dive into what I did with her training. Gone were the days of excessive gym hours. I crafted a regimen that maximized her results without overtraining. It's about training smarter versus harder for our body. And we have to start working for our hormones, not against them. Since she came to me with a lot of injuries and inflammation going on, I customized her entire program to her so that she was able to train pain-free while getting results in the gym. For my clients, I get them in and out of the gym in under 45 minutes to an hour. And I have clients too that we just train at home or the gym. The key is you need to ask yourself this: where is the place that you're going to be able to be most consistent with your training? For my 90-day transformation challenge, I asked my clients this: where is going to be the best place? If it's home, we create it there. If it's gym, we'll create it there. We want to find that place where it's enjoyable for you, it fits into your busy lifestyle, and it doesn't take over. With her, I customized everything to her so that we were able to build muscle, get in and out of the gym in under 45 minutes to an hour. She started seeing her strength go up. She started seeing her body composition finally starting to change. Inflammation in her body go away. And this is the whole big thing too. The injuries that she had going on because of our diet changes, because of the different ways that I changed up her training, she was able to train completely pain-free, and she is now back back to squatting, no knee pain. We're working on those quads now, and we got all the separation coming in. I absolutely love it. She always tells me that she wants to target those inner thighs, so we hit it at all angles. So this is the key. We focused on fast, effective workouts to fit her lifestyle. We created them for her so that she was able to train pain-free, away from the injuries that she had, and correct the imbalances in the body. I want to introduce you to something. It is my 90-day transformation challenge, where I help women build muscle, lose fat, and transform their body and get sustainable results when it comes to fat loss. I take a holistic approach with my clients. I've been there and done that, training so hard, running my hormones down. I went postmenopausal in my 20s, and I teach my clients everything that they need so that 12 weeks from now, what used to be a struggle no longer is. I am talking about, I teach my clients what to eat, when to eat, the foods to eat. We talk fasting, gut health, hormones, how to eat out when traveling. We talk mindset, productivity. It is your complete transformation. If you're in that place where you're just overwhelmed with all the diets, you don't know what to do, I want you to head to the show notes below. Let's set up a call and see if we're that perfect fit for my upcoming 90-day transformation challenge. And let's get you to stop the yo-yoing, learn about your body. I want to give you the education that you need so that you have the confidence, because knowing nutrition is such a powerful tool that I want all of my clients to have. I am back at you, and I want to take you through now what we did with her cardio. And this part is so important because a lot of us think we need to train harder, push it with the cardio, cut our calories low to get results. I did a video last week, I'm going to put it above for you, talking about NEAT. And here is the deal. When we're on a caloric deficit and we're pushing it really hard, our bodies are smart. They want to conserve energy. So she was actually training so hard, doing all this running on very low calories, and her body was holding on to that fat, storing it. She was retaining it here. She felt inflamed and run down. So I utilized movement throughout the day, our steps, our NEAT, getting us moving more, because this is where we're burning the most calories throughout the day. So what happens is when we cut our calories low, our body starts doing things to conserve energy. We start moving less and you don't even know it. Maybe you're keeping your water at your desk. I utilized her movement, her NEAT, her steps, so that she was able to increase her food to where she's almost at 1,800 calories a day now. And she is shedding fat down 6 inches in her waist. And she's not doing the marathon running, guys, anymore. When it comes down to it, I am all for sustainable results. And ask yourself this, if what you're doing now, if you can't see yourself doing this diet, this amount of cardio, these low calories, around a year, 5 years from now, your results are not going to be sustainable because you are not making this sustainable. So that's what I did with Karen. We utilized our NEAT, our movement, so that she's able to now do less cardio. We're moving more. She's burning calories, building muscle, and shedding fat. Now I want to talk about a big key component when it comes to physical transformation. It's our mental strength. This fuels our physical transformation. And together we worked on building Karen's self-image, focusing on her abilities and progress rather than just the numbers on the scale. Because as we get older too, the number on the scale can fluctuate so much, but when we look at our progress pictures, our measurements, those are the key things that change. With Karen, I taught her about why the number on the scale goes up. You know, if we're eating out and stuff, why our bodies react different ways where we hold water after, so that no longer the scale ran her life. And then now on top of that, because she was seeing the results in the gym, seeing her body change, her confidence went through the roof. She's now in her bikini, going on her vacations. She feels her strongest, sexier self. And she even says this is the best shape she has ever been in her entire life. So she is a better mom, better wife. She, to me, is an inspiration to her kids and inspires me on a daily basis. Because I will tell you this, someone can tell you you look amazing, but if you don't internally feel it, It doesn't matter what anyone says. We want to get you feeling your strongest, sexiest self. And it all starts in our mind. And that is a huge key component that I feel is missing in fat loss and a big aspect of my 90-day transformation too. We gotta get you shifting your mind so we can shift and transform your body. Because what you believe, it shows on the outside. And if you start feeling better, you're gonna start looking better, you're gonna start having that positive energy and creating that positive energy in your life.
I have lost 9 pounds and 6 inches off my waist. I use both of her nutritional program and her training program. When I came to Elizabeth, I was a 56-year-old postmenopausal woman. I was tired, I was cranky, I had no energy, I was lethargic, pale. I mean, obviously I live in Florida, so the tan helps. But I was skinny fat. I looked the worst I'd ever looked. I had no body confidence. Through Elizabeth's training and nutritional programs, over the last year and a half, she has not only built me up physique-wise to an area where I feel comfortable with my body, I have learned how to schedule meals, plan meals, all based around macros to give my body the best fuel to fuel the workouts. And I feel great. I have energy. I feel good about myself. And it has really helped with my menopause. I like the training programs because each training program is 7 weeks long. It is 6 weeks of working, 1 week of rest. And then you start a whole new program. So everything is constantly changing. Everything is constantly evolving. And my muscles, by the time they get used to something, now we're starting something new. So that has worked wonders for my postmenopausal body in changing it up. And I like the fact that I'm never bored. I never not want to go to the gym because it's the same mundane routine. It's always changing. Regarding the nutrition, learning how to do macros has saved me countless hours of cooking all sorts of things that I think are nutritious or aren't nutritious. The basic macros that she gives me are also changing. So each week, my macros change, my workouts change. I love it. It's constant change, and that keeps my menopausal body constantly changing as well for the better. Elizabeth is a fantastic support system. She gets back to you via text, via email. She cheers you on. She looks at things and tells you how to do things differently, asks you how you're feeling. I have been with several trainers over the years. I have done several workouts. I've tried doing this on my own. Nothing has gotten me the results that I have achieved with Elizabeth Ayler. So I would just like to share with all of you how wonderful my experience has been. And I absolutely love her and the programs and my life, and I feel great about my body, my self-esteem, everything has gone through the roof since I've started working out with her.
If you can relate to Karen and you're in this place where you just feel run down, you don't know what diet to do, come join my 90-day transformation challenge. As you can see, it's not just calories in versus calories out when it comes to fat loss. And if you could relate to Karen's story, I want you to head to the description below, fill out my questionnaire. I will be in touch with you within the next 24 hours to set up a call to see you for that perfect fit. I bring you guys educational content. We are dispelling the myths. I'm providing you all the clarity on building muscle, losing fat, nutrition, flexible solutions for your lifestyle, and a community so that you have that support system all throughout your way from me. And remember this, you can transform your body at any age, but we have to start working smarter versus harder. Make sure you guys share this video with a friend, subscribe to my channel. I go live every single day with you, and drop a comment below. What is your one biggest struggle that you are facing right now when it comes to fat loss or even just reaching your goals? Is it our gut health? Is it the nutrition? Is it eating out when traveling? I would love to know. I will see you tomorrow. Love you.